I do declare I am full of regret, and
the next day the motherfucker was dead.
Check this out.
Calm down. I am alive. The Sinking City, inspired by H.P. Lovecraft and the Cthulhu Myth.
Hello?
Let's look at the gameplay footage and show them.
Oh,
I was told you might be able to help me.
private.
Should I call you mister?
I want to take you on a ride with me today. My first impression was like, up here, yeah? Fantastisch. And then slowly while I played, there's no need to panic though, you don't really have to read the books to understand it. And anyways, it's not really a horror game, it's a creepy game, so there's no reason to puss out, bro. By the way, honestly, I don't give a shit about that. Bottom line, the protagonist constantly has nightmares and visions like,
how are you? I'm under the water. Please help me.
so you go to this remote Island and you're like, but instead of helping you, the local citizens, they just come to you and they're like, ich ficke dein Vater. So now you have to investigate. Why are people drawn to the city? Why do they keep having these visions? And why is the city flooded? All you have to finish the task is a little handobago, guns, Granaten and traps. It's time. As always, I like to start with what's positive, and believe me, there's plenty of that. For instance, the city itself. It's surprisingly big, and there's even a picture of my Discord server.
No, I'm just kidding.
It's very detailed. It's divided into different districts, and they all have their own feeling and vibe. You have the rich people, the poor people, and those that if you would see them in public, you would... Exploration in general is a lot of fun, and there are plenty of accessible buildings, which is always something I like. I remember I was pretty disappointed in GTA 5 when it came out, because there were so few buildings that I could walk into, yeah? I will launch a major assault on your arse if you don't fix this next time. Obviously, you play as a detective, and it will be part of your job to look at crime scenes, put clues together, investigate archives, and talk to people, even if it's disturbing, like her.
No.
These different mechanics are slowly introduced to you at an accessible rate, so you won't get overwhelmed. For a low-budget game like this, I'm actually pretty impressed by the quality of the facial animations.
Are you calling me a bigot, Reed?
So at this point, I was already feeling the game, man. I was feeling it.
Half of my heart is in Cthulhu.
But you know what is this game's USP? Unique selling point? This game's unique selling point is, it's how it doesn't hold your hand. You really have to listen to what people say and read through the evidence you find, and then pinpoint the quest markers yourself. Pinpoint the quest markers yourself. To my surprise, it works perfectly. It expects the player to figure shit out, and it's exciting. But unfortunately, I have actually exhausted all the positive points now. We are about to enter the stink. And believe me, this game's got stink, okay? Yucky. First of all, I will raise this point of order. The Sinking City is a technical miracle. And by miracle, I don't mean the nice kind of miracle like, wow, I mean the fact that it's working is a miracle. It's the type of game that looks like it's barely holding together. When you kill civilians in the city, you die. Oh, what kind of shit is that, dog?
I'm the meat chef. What are you guys making for dinner?
What? Oh! It's not that it's buggy, it's just really rough around the edges. I mean, just look at it. Pop in and pop out of pedestrians is extremely pervasive. Animations are garbage and the AI is mochentochen. Phantom mochentochen. Oddly, the combat is outstanding. In opposite world, it's clunky as fuck. There is no enemy variety, like 3 or 4 types maybe in the whole game. I mean, think about that, Lebowski. And then they added this cheap ass looking skill tree. Oh, it seems more like an afterthought to me, okay? This thing is as boring and uninspired as it is unnecessary. But plot twist, I am happy that they decided to put in combat in the game. That is why I struggle with walking simulators, because there the threat is never real. And in this game, you know that you can't always run and hide. You do have to engage the threat sometimes, and that makes it feel more real, makes me feel more involved. Yeah, good, sehr gut. Even though it's shit, but it's still good that they did it. So, you know, this game wasn't made for people who care about amazing graphics or crazy action. This is a game for people who enjoy story. But so sorry. The story is belesh. The Sinking City is for a certain type of gamer. I like to refer to them as hobby detectives, or more accurately, virgins get a life, bro. It's absolutely crucial for these mystery games that they hook you in. And it doesn't. There is no hook here, yeah? There is no catch that makes you go, yo, I'm intrigued, I want to know what's up. It's not here. It's more like, oh, a guy has visions. Cthulhu, bla bla, ich bin ein 3 Jahre alter Hobbydetektiv. A game that's so much about story should deliver a better story. This is just a huge chain of events you have to follow like a little schwuchtel, and nothing interesting ever happens. There are 0 memorable moments, neither on the gameplay nor on the narrative side. No highlights. I honestly don't remember half of it already. For instance, why is this world not filled with interesting characters? This is a serious problem. Most people are so damn boring, cookie cutter, cancer cock. You know how the Sinking City pushes its story forward? It's one of those doing a favor, for a favor, for a favor, for a favor, for a... It gets so old. You need this piece of info? Do a favor for me first. Can you talk to this guy? Then you go to this guy. Hey, this guy needs something. Oh, well, if you want that, can you talk to this guy? It's like fucking favorception.
What about a little favor?
What happens is you end up in a spiral of favors that sidetracks the main story, and you're like 4 hours into a side plot and you're like, I don't even remember what the original story here is. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what's going on anymore. A lot of mysteries have subpar payoffs and the game is not one bit scary. And I have heard it all. Cthulhu fans always say like, sorry, Cthulhu is not scary. So what is it supposed to be then? Am I supposed to be a little bit scared at least? I mean, I am confusion. This game is never scary, never creepy, never eerie, always
Sucked.
That's right, I think it's a failure. But let me ask you this. Why did I enjoy it? On paper, it's a disaster, a nightmare, but it's oddly fun. It innovates in some areas like game design that did catch my attention. Examining crime scenes and then going to the different archives looking for valuable information. It does feel rewarding simply because you have to find out what to do yourself. That's a relatively new approach and it works. Stay with me for one more second, yeah? What does that translate into? A lot of walking. Holy shit. You will spend at least 80% of the game walking around, going from A to B. Even though there's fast travel, it does alleviate the pain, but still, it's so much walking. So my final rating for the Sinking City would have been a 6 out of 10. Would have been. But just for the ending, you made me run around this fucking place endlessly back and forth, doing shitty ass favors for random people, and I did it all because I thought there would be a payoff. I saw the ending and I thought,
Is this a joke?
I have never seen something so pathetic in my life. It's the worst thing I've ever seen. The entire adventure is null, disgusting. It went down, 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 and it turned into shit. That's why it knocks it down another punkt. So my final rating for the game is a 5 out of 10. It's mediocre. There's some interesting stuff in there, but ultimately... Hi. Reddit meme time. The last Reddit meme review has been too long. And there's been some good stuff, but I've chosen up like my favoritos, okay? When you're streaming and you start having the SWAT team enter your house. That's a nice screen grab from the stream. I was so nervous in that moment. I actually had to lie down on the floor just to calm down. Ranton explaining why almost every game is a 7 out of 10 for the 100th time. His wife at 3 a.m. Some people just don't get it, okay? I promise I will explain this on the next podcast again, yeah? Oh, I mean, honestly, Todd Howard, I love you. Ranton, when he's kicked out of bed after spending too much time on the Discord again.
That happens every time.
Oh, that's a nice one. And it's true, I mean, I do spend too much time on the Discord.
Become part of it.
This meme got no fucking love at all. Ranton League. I mean, that's epic. That's the most, strongest team. Ranton's first stream so far, angry noises. Read the chat, woman! OMG Hitman, best game ever on languages. Oh fuck.
I forgot home.
Oh. Yes, it's true. When you get called a nerd by Ranton's wife because you watch his podcast, we've been tricked, we've been backstabbed, and we've been quite possibly bamboozled. That's a good one. Nice. Oh, this guy, oh my god. Xander Desmecht. Keep up the art, bro. I just put one of your pieces here, but he regularly draws stuff, and it's just amazing. And look at this. Awesome drawing, my dude. That was Reddit. And I'll see you guys next time.